Yuka Takaoka was just a normal Japanese girl before she became an online sensation for all the wrong reasons. She became infamous globally as a real-life Yandere after she stabbed her boyfriend with a kitchen knife. Her reasons? Because she loved him too much. Yandere is a Japanese term used to describe a person whose love, adoration, and devotion to someone is so strong that they become excessively obsessive and possessive. They are often seen as characters that are crazy in love with someone. Some will go to great lengths, even breaking the law, to get what they want. Because they are focused on themselves rather than others' feelings, these characters will not care about the harmful impact their actions may have on others, including their love interest. This type of character usually only appeared in anime and manga. That is Japanese cartoons and comics. They usually appear as romantic love interests to the main characters. In such a setting, this type of character might appear adorable or funny. But when it happened in a real-life situation, it was actually terrifying. Yuka Takaoka was born January 28, 1998. She dropped out of college to start working as a hostess in one of Japan's many hostess clubs. A hostess club is a type of nightclub found primarily in Japan. They employ primarily female staff and cater to men seeking drinks and attentive conversation. They provide companionship to men who want to hang out and unwind after a day at the office. There are often rules against touching the hostesses or contacting them outside work. Recently, as more women joined the workforce, host clubs became more popular. Host clubs are the same as hostess clubs, except the employees or hosts are men who cater to women. In 2018, Yuka, who had become a manager at her club, started going to a host club nearby. There she met a host known as Phoenix Luna. Phoenix had a rough childhood. He had 5 siblings when he was a child, but then his father and mother broke up. That caused the family to break apart and the children to be put in various foster cares. The siblings got separated from each other. He stayed in the foster care until he finished middle school. After that, he tried working as a construction worker. He found that it didn't fit him, so he stopped working as a construction worker as soon as he gathered enough money. But soon he ran out of money while he tried to find his way in the world. He ended up homeless for a little while. In the end, he was able to find work as a host in a club. He got quite popular as a host. He became the top 4 host at the club. He has many ladies came to the club to specifically see him. Soon, Yuka became one of these ladies. She would often come to the host club to specifically see Phoenix. That one-way attraction soon turned into one-way love, an obsessive love. To get to know him, she bought all his time at the club for 1 month. It cost her over $9,000. It even made Phoenix the most popular host at his club. Yuka's effort didn't go to waste. Soon, she was able to get Phoenix to communicate outside the club and go on dates to the movies and cat cafes. Phoenix also didn't mind her advances since he saw Yuka as a good girl. But the good time didn't last long. Yuka had a serious jealousy problem about Phoenix's job as a host. She would get mad every time a visitor to his club spoke to him. She even made a habit of hanging out at his club all the time to keep him from talking to other girls. It was really hypocritical of her, since she literally worked the same job as him. Her jealousy problem got so severe that she would always check Phoenix's phone to search for evidence of him cheating on her. And after constantly checking his phone, one day she found what she thought was evidence of him cheating. It wasn't a text message or anything definitive. It was just a normal photo of him with a woman. This could be interpreted in a lot of ways. Sure, it could be him seeing another woman. But given his line of work, this could just be a picture of him with a client. But for Yuka, this was enough to convince her that he was cheating on her. Now convinced that Phoenix was cheating on her, what did she do next? She started planning a murder-suicide. Yes, you heard it right. she planned to kill him and then kill herself. As for the reasons to this leap in logic, this is what she said. I thought I would kill him because I thought that was how I could be with him. I thought that expressions such as "I like you" and "I would like to be with you" would become a reality if we both die. How crazy is that? Yuka decided to execute her plan on May 23, 2019. She invited Phoenix to her apartment to help her clean and organize her things. She agreed to Yuka's request despite their recent arguments about the photo in his phone. However, that day Phoenix arrived really late at night to Yuka's apartment because he got held up at work. Yuka claims that when he arrived, Phoenix was being cold and standoffish, probably because of their previous argument. He asked her if he could take a bath to relax and unwind, and she agreed. He was so exhausted that he fell asleep in the bathtub for a while. When he woke up and got out, he saw Yuka was already asleep in bed. Phoenix immediately got in bed and went to sleep. Later that night, he woke up because of an uncomfortable feeling in his stomach. He opened his eyes and saw Yuka on top of him. Then he saw the knife in his stomach. He was so shocked and panicked that he was flushed full of adrenaline. He couldn't feel the pain in his stomach. He pushed Yuka off the bed and started running to the door right away. Yuka catched up with him and tried to stop him from leaving. She even tried to stab him again. Fortunately, he was stronger than her. He managed to fight her off and get to the elevator alone. He then rode the elevator to the lobby, but unfortunately for him, he had lost a lot of blood, and the adrenaline in his system is also running out. When he got to the lobby, he only managed to take a few steps before collapsing. Because of this, Yuka managed to catch up with him. Someone witnessed the scene and called the police. They rushed to the scene to find Phoenix lying on the floor. He was covered in blood and Yuka was sitting next to him. A photo of the scene showing her sitting on the floor, talking with her friend on the phone while smoking a cigarette, went viral shortly after. People were baffled by how calm she looked after what she had done. She got arrested immediately while Phoenix was taken into the hospital. A footage of her in the police car also emerged soon after, showing how calm she was. She was even smiling like she hadn't done anything wrong. The police was able to find disturbing evidences in Yuka's apartment. They found a diary with pages written in blood saying things like, "I like you," and "I love you so much I want to kill you." They also found a note in her phone telling us what was going on in her disturbed mind. "I want to be a tragic heroine. How is it possible for him to look at a woman other than me? I know killing him is for the best." Fortunately, Phoenix survived. He responded well to the treatment at the hospital. However, while he was recovering well physically, it wasn't the case with his mental health. For weeks after the incident, he would experience panic attacks and be unable to have a good night's sleep. He was afraid someone would try to kill him when he was sleeping. Can anyone blame him, though? To wake up with a knife in his stomach, that was a really traumatizing experience. Because Phoenix survived, Yuka was only charged with attempted homicide and looking at 10 years behind bars. This was when things started to take a weird turn. Yuka's photo and the footage of her smiling went viral globally. Some people started to become a fan of her. They were saying things like she was too pretty to be a killer, and even petitioned for her charges to be dropped. They left flattering comments on her social medias, which she wasn't even able to access because she was in custody. She unknowingly started building a fan base around the world. Some would even drew fan art of her. This was when she started to be known as the real-life Yandere. These people probably thought she was the realization of their favorite anime and manga characters. They forgot that there's a real human being that almost lost his life because of her. But, as it turned out, Phoenix Luna actually didn't hold a grudge and forgave her for what she did. He contemplated not going back to work as a host because his damaged liver would prevent him from drinking alcohol, a crucial part of his job. But the host club was the only family he knew, and he eventually went back to work there. This incident made him famous, making him earning more money than before. His fame even enabled him to reunite with 2 of his siblings, so he saw it as the silver lining of this incident. He even testified in court and asked the judge to give Yuka a lighter sentence so she could have a chance to live a normal life after that. She was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison and was ordered to pay 5 million yen to Phoenix. It means she would be able to get out soon. It would be interesting at the very least to see her reaction to comments on her social media. Even to this day, there are people still interacting with her social media accounts. What do you think her reaction will be? Will she feel remorse and come out a changed woman? Or will these social media comments make her feel validated and commit another crime like this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Press the like button and share if you like this video. Subscribe and follow this channel for more true crime stories. See you on another true crime video.